heavyweight fight. Daniel Cormier, 37 years old. Anderson Silva, 4 years.
He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 198 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the former Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix champion and the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight champion, Daniel D.C. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jon McCarthy.
Big Jon McCarthy, our referee. Daniel Cormier. Anderson Silva. Here we go! Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one. So right now, the southpaw out of Curitiba, Brazil, the Spider. He's in the yellow trunks, the Brazilian colors, DC in the dark trunks.
Now, conventional wisdom would say that a guy like Anderson taking a fight like this on 2 days' notice is not in the kind of shape he's going to need to be to grind it out with Daniel Cormier for 5 rounds. If that is the case, he may look to try to close the show early.
Absolutely. And DC, Joe, knows that. He's going to try to get inside on Anderson early and embrace the ground. There it is. And he's got it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Anderson Silva does not want to carry Daniel Cormier's weight.
He definitely does not. Daniel is thick and powerful and has tremendous posture, and it's incredibly difficult to control him on the ground, especially when he's on top of you and fresh like this. Anderson trying to set up the right arm bar. Throwing those legs up. Eating some punches here on the ground with DC.
Anderson 3-0 at 205.
I should correct myself. This is a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. Even so, 2 days notice,
this, yeah.
3 rounds. Incredibly difficult for Anderson.
Of course, Anderson was supposed to fight in his hometown of Curitiba, Brazil back in May. Right before he was going to get on a plane, ended up having his gallbladder removed.
He's getting stacked here by Daniel, and big punches are going to come. Daniel can control his position here and get that right arm free. Anderson holding on to that right arm.
Silva's got a great ground game. He's got an excellent guard. It's going to be tested right here again.
He's utilizing it very well defensively here, and now DC has moved to half guard. Getting some good, solid ground and pound off here.
Getting those elbows to land. And again. Midway point of round number 1. DC on top, half guard. DC wants to stay busy here. He would rather not get stood up.
Well, Anderson's doing a good job of utilizing the lockdown on the right leg. See how he's elevating Daniel? It keeps Daniel from being able to put any real power into those shots. He's taking that leg out of play and taking that side.
Anderson won the belt in his 2nd UFC fight. His reign as champion was nearly 7 years long.
Good ground and pound here by DC.
Anderson trying to avoid too much damage here early. All DC so far. Cormier's first 13 fights were at heavyweight. His record was 13-0 in those fights. John McCarthy telling Cormier, keep it going, move, keep the action going. Don't forget, following our pay-per-view, flip over to FS1 for the UFC 200 post-fight show. For our fans in Canada, flip over to TSN.
Anderson has done a pretty good job defensively up to this point. Daniel has gotten some shots in, but a lot of them have been partially blocked. And Anderson has done a good job of controlling his posture.
Cormier's got his hand over his mouth now, control the breathing.
Yes, and the big key to this position is really his utilization of the lockdown. But Daniel's gotten some posture here. He's up, he's gotten some space.
We've seen so many magnificent striking displays from these great Brazilians, but every single one of them, Joe, can fight on the ground. They all bring to the octagon that black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Daniel's crushing him here, just sort of pressuring him, making him carry his weight, but nothing particularly damaging so far in this first round.
Except perhaps the cardio of Anderson Silva. Corner Cam brought to you by Hudson Shipping, transporting innovation.
$1,000,000, so yes, you do. Stay sharp.
Use your knees when he's coming in. You can't try to exchange hands with him. Don't let him get too close. Move a little bit more.
Silva 5-0 in 3-round fights inside the octagon. Round 2. Oh my.
Goes high with the head kick. Oh, good right hand by DC.
Expect to see Anderson try to put on a show here, but not a show to be showy, but a show to finish the fight.
DC smiling at him here.
Anderson can come from anywhere. DC throws him down to the canvas and takes side control.
Beautiful grappling by DC. He's going to trap him here. He's looking to step over, but he got caught in half guard on the way.
Cormier has owned this fight, all about top position. Joey, you pointed out Anderson not taking a ton of damage, but he's unable to do anything offensively.
And he's carrying Daniel's weight. It's exhausting. And DC's looking to try to pass. Anderson's just holding on to him here. DC's got to get that right leg free. Every time Anderson elevates that leg, they throw DC's balance off, but Daniel's done a great job of maintaining top position. But Anderson, you know, every time he does that, you see that lockdown has been very effective here. And even though DC's still kind of beating him up, there's nothing particularly devastating going on.
Styles make fights, and this style that Daniel